Alright guys, today we're going to take a look at the Warriors of Legend category team. This category was introduced alongside LR Tapion. LR Tapion is a very good LR. I mean, it's tough. LR Tapion himself is super good. As a leader unit, he is super good as well, right? Like, I don't know, take an LR like LR Vegeta and Nappa, who is actually the same time slot as Tapion and Minosha, right? And Vegeta and Nappa are like the shittiest LR, or the shittiest leader skill unit in the game, or something like that, right? Whereas like LR Tapion and Minosha, maybe they'll age out, but they're still going to be a great leader for a team, right? Like, that's the thing about them, is that they're going to be very relevant as a leader and a support type unit for a long time to come. Whereas, like, you know, Vegeta and Nappa, very quickly, it's just like, oh, yeah, they suck. Outside of, like, you know, difficult concert, you can make use of their active skill or their, you know, exchange heal or something like that. So, the leader of the team is very good, and very good for the team. He's going to help the team really work very well. The problem is that this category is not the greatest. So, the way it clearly is that these are all basically like warriors that were either killed or beaten or sealed or something, like way before the before the events of like Dragon Ball, right? So like basically anything that started before like Goku meets Bulma, essentially is what a lot of these characters are going to be, except for like, you know, something like the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock and the Super Saiyan Bardocs and stuff like that. Like, I don't really know if they should have been on here, but I mean, dude. Man, if you take the Xeno Bardocs, I mean, obviously, like, you know, this Bardock fits there, but, like, if you take off, like, Mass Saiyan and some of these other characters, like, oh my god, this team sucks. Like, this, let me just cut to the nitty-gritty, the chase here. This team sucks. This is a bad category, dude. This is not good. Now, if we got an extended celebration around the Otherworld Warrior tournament, perhaps, like, if Super Saiyan Kaioken Goku got like a Dokkan Fest, and then they really filled out all the characters from that arc, right? Maybe a new Pikkon from that arc, Olibo, Frog, Mariaku, like all those different characters who sort of participate there in the Otherworld. Like, maybe that'll help this out a bit. Demon King Piccolo is definitely going to get a Dokkan Festival exclusive, which would be super good. He is, at this point, Demon King Piccolo, I mean, he's got to be minimum top 5. That's a good video. Top 5 characters most deserving of a Dokkan Fest. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to record that immediately after this one. That's a good one. Because, like, you know, just a couple off the top of my head. Demon King Piccolo, I feel like God Goku is another one. Characters who just absolutely deserve a Dokkan event, right? Let me see. Alright, so we're looking at potential power for the future. I do think Bojack, so like full power Bojack, this version of Bojack does not, like, this is basically the best version of full power Bojack, because obviously remember that the LR is Bojack and all his minions, and the Dokkan Fest version is just normal Bojack. So like this Bojack right here needs a better version, right? They easily can make him honestly just another Dokkan Fest exclusive at some point or something, sure, right? In the future, whenever they want to buff movie bosses, that would work fine. So Bojack could definitely get a powerful character like there. I do think Dragon Ball Z Bardock, giving him a Dokkan Fest exclusive would be a good idea. Now, this guy, it is that same Bardock, but this is, you know, like the transforming, like, special, like, Bardock, right? I think, like, this moment right here should get, like, a Dokkan Fest exclusive character, or a new character or something like that. You know, this exact moment right here with the good animations, imagine he has, like, an active skill where he's, like, seeing like a vision of like Goku, like, remember, like you get like in the movie, right? There's the vision of Goku like kind of going through the past scene fight like Piccolo and stuff like that, and then it ends in that face off with Frieza and Namek. That would be the sickest shit in the world, dude, if they gave Dragon Ball Z one. Damn it, that's I'm literally like I'm like in my head right now. I'm too caught up on this top 5 Dokkan Fest exclusive idea. And, like, this guy is definitely, I think, high up on my list, personally. So, again, that Bardock could definitely get one. Mass Saiyan has, like, a bajillion different forms and certainly could get a better character, right? Or another version. Again, like, the fact that there are some hero stuff in here does bode well for the potential of the category. All of the Demigras are in here. So, Demigra is a character that I think is more deserving than Videl of a Dokkan Fest as well. You can definitely get Demigor one. If they wanted to get a couple more of the Kais from the Boo Saga, they certainly could fill out this category here. Again, like the Super Saiyan Bardox. Now, obviously, everyone is screaming at this point, well, you're not respecting the god, Kid Boo. I do think Kid Boo, LR Kid Boo as one of the top 5 best units in the game or something like that, definitely is something that is deserving at this point. I mean, we're going to get to it eventually, so I'm not really too concerned. I really hope he is an extreme class, you know, like Majin Buu Saga category leader, because that team would be sick and fun to run. Like, because Majin Power, it's cool, all the Boos and stuff like that. But, like, if you could run, like, you know, LR Babidi and Deborah, Fat Boo and Babidi, Physical Deborah alongside them, that would be very good. So I do think an LR Kid Boo will drop in the future. You see a lot of, like, the Team Bardock squad. It's just, like, look at, like, the limits of what this category can get in the future. It's just not as high as other teams, right? This is going to work as a supplementary category. Like, you know, like, this team, this category by itself is not good. But, like, once you add this to, like, hybrid Saiyans or something like that, and we're in business, right? Add this to, like, I don't know, just a sibling bond is a perfect example, right? Like, I think Tapion and Minosha's team is sick, right? So, like, doing stuff like that would be good. Obviously, you know, exchange Boos here because of Fat Boo. All versions of Fat Boo, Kid Boo, Buff Boo are on here. They're going to be pretty good. So that pretty much does it. I guess we could potentially see Easy A's. I think, like, the Great Ape Bardock squad, the whole of them, we could definitely see them Easy A at some point. Let me know what you guys think of this category. Again, it's not the craziest, the braziest, or anything like that. Oh, Super Saiyan 4 Bardock, when he gets his awakening, that'll be good. But, all right, let's go ahead and jump in, and let's see how good this category team looks. I think it's going to look fairly good, because you could build some pretty strong rotations here, and we're going to be doing fairly good here, I'm going to say. All right, so we're here in an event. I figure what we'll probably do with our Warrior Legend team, I'm going to rock a rotation of Bardox and a rotation of Bojacks. And I think that should allow us to, you know, sort of get through this relatively well. Now, a lot of these characters are going to work fine, you know, as we're, like, sort of, like, floating LR Tapions around. We're going to be in business, right? Because remember, LR Tapion and Minosha are giving 2 key and 20% attack and defense to the entire team. And then to any sort of Tapion units, they're giving the 40% attack and defense and 4 key, right? Or Tapion or Minosha units, right? We also will at some point be able to pop the active skill for the 3 key and 20% attack and defensive 2-turn active skill buff, which is still, like, that's such a ludicrous active skill that they have, man. Like, 3 key and 20% attack and defense on an active skill is really strong. There we go with Tapion and Minosha getting a double super attack. You know, so now they would get up to 26% damage reduction by double supering, which would allow them with their really high defense to be looking pretty good. I do want to keep Mass Saiyan on rotation here, so I'll probably just do this right here. So Mass Saiyan, obviously, you know, at the start of the fight here is not going to be looking the best, but by the time we get further into the event, he should be looking pretty good. And again, I'm going to keep the LR Tapions sort of as our floaters. Honestly, running this team itself, you definitely would be better off, I would say, like, running sort of like LR Tapion and the AGL Tapion as a rotation. I think that's going to be a little bit more effective than, like, a Mass Saiyan and Bardock rotation. Or even, like, you know, this one right here, the 2 Bojacks together are not going to be quite as good. Yeah, okay, so this is looking fine right here. LR Bojack, obviously, is a very, very big boy. So LR Bojack will be able to put up really high numbers, have really good defense. He had 200. It's crazy how strong LR Bojack is, man. Like, you know, we're talking, he came out in 2017. And it's like right now he's got 200k defense and then was 4 million plus attack stat. Like, he's really powerful. He has aged incredibly well, LR Bojack has. Now, obviously, a lot of what happened with Bojack is the Link level update. Really helping. Oh, no, the cord. Anything but the cord. All right. Oh! All right, we're good. We're good. Having some real cord issues. Sheesh. All right, anyway, yeah. Bojack has aged well, but he got massive buffs specifically from the Link level update, right? That ended up working out very well for him. All right, so Masked Saiyan is going to slowly sort of build up. Not really looking the greatest so far, but obviously, you know, he's going to really pick it up as we get deeper into the event and he really begins stacking, right? Like, the 2.62 million attacks, that's definitely good. It is crazy, like, how fast power creep sort of moves, right? Like, Masked Saiyan, when he came out, we're like, yeah, he's really good. And then it's like, you know, Int Gogeta comes out and Physical Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and... Although, I mean, Physical Vegito Blue did exist long before that as well. Physical Vegito Blue, like, he's so good, you could say that they, like, messed up with him. Like, he's so stupid. Physical Vegito Blue. He has aged so well. Like, he's still really dumb. I could pretty easily transform with Bojack here, the STR one. Matter of fact, I think I will. And I think, you know, just to get it in, you know, to have a little bit of fun, why don't we also pop one of the LR Tapion's active skills? I mean, I feel like now is a good time to go ahead and do this, right? Let's go ahead and pop these active skills right here. Alright, so now we have a little bit of a stronger rotation to play with. Yeah, I could give all the int orbs to LR Bojack, but let's instead prioritize giving a bunch of orbs to STR Bojack. The two of them are going to be working really, really well together. Obviously, we do have the active skill buff right here as well. And all the extra ki, of course, is going to be really good for, like, some of the LRs we might be rocking on this team. Again, I think, like, when it comes to running, like, the leader skills that Tapion have, because they are such a good leader, you definitely can find ways to make this work incredibly well, right? Like, I don't think it's going to be very difficult for a lot of the units to be very cohesive on this team together, to look good on this team together, right? Like, Bojack is going to go through here and begin to do just absolutely catastrophic amounts of damage the deeper we get into this event. Like, look at this. Look at, like that's a really good turn for Bojack right there. That goes to show, like, when Bojack transforms, he can be, again, very, very ultra impressive. And then don't forget, we still have a second active skill that I could just sort of hang on to and wait until way later. Now we have the Bardoks together, and I can go ahead and let them just continue to sit here and stack up, right? The thing about the Bardoks together is that they're not going to need very much ki. So we'll go ahead and do that. I guess I'll probably save the other active skill. And again, we'll just sort of be chilling here. Like, now I've established rotations. You know, we have the transforming, you know. And I always, like, struggle. I always go to call this guy Dragon Ball Super Bardock just because he's not really, like, the episode of Bardock, would that come out, like, 2011 or something like that? Like, it's sort of, like, in between Dragon Ball Z and then also, you know, when Dragon Ball Super came out. Dragon Ball Super came out, what, like, 2015 or something like that? Yeah, 2015. I mean, that's a pretty good attack stat by Masked Saiyan. Again, Masked Saiyan is just going to continue to get stronger and stronger and stronger. He definitely does carry the load, I'd say, better offensively than defensively, but, you know, Masked Saiyan definitely could be a good pick, again, for, like, the GT event that's going to be coming soon, the GT version of the Legendary Goku event. That obviously could be very interesting. Alright, so we'll do this right here. You know, just sort of keep Bojack, LR Bojack out of harm's way as much as possible, at least from this Vegeta right here. Now, AGL Tapion, yeah, here's where, like, ki can start to become an issue. I sort of brought him as a floating unit because AGL Tapion, he's not really going to take damage. But obviously running him on rotation would end up working a lot better for him, right? Like Tapion on rotation alongside the LR. That would be really powerful because they're activating so many of their links, right? Like, AGL Tapion starts doing a lot of damage. He's so tanky. He has no ki issues. Like, a lot of the problems really get fixed with that guy once you get the LR near him. So that's going to be super good moving forward. I'll probably just give a lot of these STR orbs right here to the LR. And again, I want to save it. Like, the Bojack rotation is definitely a little bit hungrier and needier for orbs, it seems like, than this rotation is. By the way, AGL Bardock right here, he's one of the better characters in the game at this point that I don't have full level 10 links. I actually really should prioritize getting that AGL Bardock to level 10 links. I got to put him in one, like, the next set of units I link level, because I really could foresee the GT Legendary Goku event that's going to show up. I think it could have a lot of missions similar to the OG Legendary Goku event, where sort of, beating it with this category team, that category team is going to give you a lot of extra resources and supplies and stuff like that, right? So I think it would be very wise for me to get that Bardock link level, because that Bardock, of course, is a fantastic unit for any long event, right? Bardock, Mass Saiyan, characters that are stacking like that, Bardock is going to work really, really well. I mean, like, next turn, we can check Bardock's defense. It's going to be, like, over 300k. STR Bojack, obviously, is going to be looking really good. Like, once you get, 6 orbs for STR Bojack, offensively and defensively, he's very good. And then, of course, he links up really well with LR Bojack. Yeah, double digits. I love that. Like, it's so crazy. Like, the Bojack rotation does work well. That's why, like, all the units in the game, like, you need to be able to, like, build them as rotations. Like, that's what holds back, like, LR Rose Goku Black. Like, he really needs a character that you could sort of build a rotation around him with, right? So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of the Warrior of Legend category team. Again, it's okay when you combine it with another category team. The problem with this one, the thing that disappoints me, is that the future of this team does not look very bright. That's the only thing. Now, if some character like LR Kid Buu was like Warriors of Legend / Buu Saga, that would be really good. Something like that, right? But like, this just as a standalone category is not good. I don't really like the idea of what Dokkan does with like this, or Rapid Growth, All Out Struggle, of these really small categories that just like can't really sustain teams by themselves. Think about it to something like Pure Saiyan or Realm of Gods or Kamehameha or Majin Buu Saga. Not even in the same class, right? So let me know what you guys think of LR Tapion and, of course, the Warrior of Legend category. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.